Alright. Okay, welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review episode 239. We are here reviewing episode 162 of the series, The Final Boss, which covers chapters 404 to 406 of the series. Yep. In this particular episode, if I get my thing working properly, come on. Of course, we have from last episode. Then we see Bakuto flying. Well, basically we have All Might be held in the air by All for One. And then Bakuto comes in, grabs him, takes him to a building. Deku and Shigaraki are still fighting. They have been stuck in this particular pose since the previous season of the show. They do also recap the Gunga village is secure and all the places are pretty much battles are wrapping up. So there's that. So a lot of this episode is simply Bakuto versus All for One. And All for One are just not interested in this kid at all. And Bakuto's like, yeah, you're going to basically fight me. Also, it's revealed that he's also bleeding, but he's able to be alive thanks to Edgehead. Yeah, Edgehead is the guy who uses his ability to stitch up Bakuto's body. And thanks to his ability, he's able to start his arm because this man nearly died. And so he basically is in tiny form, and of course he stays with All for One, All Might, where it seemed like he's about to be out of the quirk, but looking up, basically he's still alive. And Bakuto basically fires a bunch of explosions at him. We do see on camera, believe it or not, the kid with the pink hair, who's an Endeavor fan, who's voiced by Todd Eppicorn. We see the two little kids from the third movie, World Heroes Mission, which that was interesting seeing those two kids again. Because prior to this episode, that was the last time these two kids ever appeared, was in that very movie. They were actually the younger siblings of another character who appeared in the movie, which he was just a guy that he was a guy that Bakuto and Deku met when they were traveling the world fighting the villain in the movie. So nice to see them again. Everyone's like, and we all see Bakuto's his mom, who is hot mom, yes, who is 38 years old and looks great for her age. And we see also basically his dad, where he's like very nervous. Also, she doesn't have her constant attitude that she usually has. She's like very worried about her son. But she's also very happy to see the fact that he's beat the crap of a major bad guy in the full role. She's probably very happy to see that. And, well, aside from that, basically, it seems like we're about to get in a fight, and then the episode abruptly ends right there. Like, damn! It was getting good, too. But they only have 3 chapters for this episode. Now, for this arc itself, they have exactly 18 chapters left. Yep, not much left to go. If they continue doing the 3 chapters thing, we'll probably wrap up in about 9 episodes. And then the epilogue arc itself is only 7 chapters. 7. So the epilogue arc, I think, will probably take, and this is my personal guess, probably take about 2, maybe 3 episodes to cover it. So this is only the 3rd episode of the season. So I'd say if they continue the 3 chapter thing, we'll probably wrap this up probably by episode 12. The season itself probably wrap up by episode, I'm guessing 14 or probably 15 at the latest. I'd say 15. I'm hoping to include not only the bonus chapter, the chapter 431, but also one shot included in the fan exclusive, which has the aged up Eri. Yeah, we're thinking about basically. I clicked on this episode. It seemed like Eri was right in the back of Deku, but Eri is not in the episode. That was a thing from season 3 of the show. I think 4. Why they included that? Crunchyroll included, I have no idea. It is by far a misleading image, which begs the question, like, why the heck would they include it? I have no idea. But I do have, that's one of the criticisms I have for the episodes, what Crunchyroll did with it. But they put the wrong image there, but at least the episode was really good. I'm sure some people may have experienced. Now, I have heard Crunchyroll has had issues with some people. occasionally happens to me, where occasionally it would be an error, and usually the best way to fix it is just refresh it, which is perfectly fine. And that's the only issue I've ever had with Crunchyroll. Now, do I personally buy anything from the Crunchyroll shop? No. No, I do not. Simply because, well, if I want to buy something like anime related, I just go to Amazon. Amazon or maybe Barnes & Noble, which I do have discounts for those. Extra discounts. But in the case of Crunchyroll, no. Plus, stuff's a little too expensive, and I've heard also they don't have like good reputation when it comes to their merchandise stuff they have. That's what I've heard. And here's the thing: I've also seen they have like collaboration with Mercedes Moné, the woman who's got the female wrestler who's got 12 belts right now, where she has a T-shirt with them, a series of collaborative T-shirts with them, and they're $90. No joke. If you look up on the website, they're freaking $90. I'm like, no thank you. I'm not paying a T-shirt for that much. If people can afford paying that price, fine. But $90 is way too expensive. And I'm not. And this is also the same woman who apparently we had to pay like $99 a month to text her. Yes. Which I heard that, I'm like, that sounds so stupid. Like, why would you charge your fans that much just to text you? Yeah, and I'm hoping basically was her age to give her a bad mark. I haven't heard anything much about it per se after it was announced. I think maybe it was discontinued due to the fact that people probably complaining it cost way too much. I haven't also heard much about the T-shirts per se. I mean, it's been pretty quiet on that front. I'm sure probably collaborating with Mercedes Moné probably definitely is a good idea. It is not just because it's a big name, because she's also an anime fan. Yes, she's one of two or three wrestlers I know of. I never met these people per se, but I've heard of. They're big anime fans. The other ones, aside from they're big anime fans, aside from Mercedes Moné, is Chris Statlander, the current AEW Women's Champion, and Zelina Vega. And I think also Dakota Kai is also one too. But I think that's it for female wrestlers who are big anime fans. That I know of anyways. Yep. But in the case of this episode, it's pretty good. That's pretty much that particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up, we have my last Reddit comment corner ready to go. And then straight to the best Court Magician aim to be the strongest. Okay, next video. Bye.